Today is September 13th, 2019. Me and my dad, Silver Santa, just went through a box of Loomis half dollars. We only got 3 good pulls. We got a 1969D, 40% silver half dollar. And we got 2 on IFCs. We got a 2003D and a 2002P. Well, this is this week's wrap up for the silver that was found. We got a 1969 Denver, 40% silver half dollar. That was in that Loomis box we did earlier this week. We got a 1945 Philadelphia Warnacle. And we got 15 silver Roosevelt dimes. Most of these dimes actually came from 2 rolls. We got one that was just a random one in one of the rolls, but the rest of these were actually just sprinkled within two of the rolls that we did. Kind of interesting. We were told an older lady brought them into the bank, so it's always neat when you open a roll and it's kind of got silver mixed in here and there. Today we were actually going to try finding an old foundation. We kind of heard about it. We were kind of given the directions, not really with the map or anything. We were just kind of going on, just kind of trying to find it, hunting around and that. I think we may have just found it. So, I think we're going to look around here for a bit. Looks like we got some old cellar holes here. Very beautiful. I'm going to set this here. I'm just going to kind of walk in a bit, be a little careful, watch my footing. I want to get some of this on camera. This is beautiful. Doesn't look like it's a very, it's not really contaminated or anything. You don't see a lot of trash or no spray paint, no graffiti. Very beautiful area. Just check this out. See, there's more cellar hole off to this area. Just how nicely these are stacked, though. Very beautiful. It's very beautiful. I don't know what this may have been. Here we got a step, it looks like. That's neat. On both sides we got this. Huh. And we got like a little box type thing over here. Okay, Silver Santa just informed me there's another area with more stacked rock. But check out the size of this tree. This is insane. This thing is massive. And she's an old one right there. Beautiful. Very beautiful. So, yeah, looks like we got another cellar hole right here.
Fool's gold over here.
Pyrite?
Yeah.
Silver Santa believes he found iron pyrite.
This is a dried up creek. Or not a creek.
I was thinking maybe.
This is the old, not a well, but the old spring.
Yeah, I was gonna say a spring house. It's kind of what the structure over there reminded me of more than a cellar hole. This is nice. This is an old spring house.
But you see what I'm saying? It looks like an old pyrite here.
Looks like we might got some pyrite deposits and everything in here. It's kind of nice. But you can see where the spring goes the whole way down the house. Would have been up there if that was a house. I do believe we have a cellar hole. It's a very nice day. It's kind of cool, kind of overcast. We'll go ahead and start scanning here. Silver Santa just dug this.
It drops into the 20s.
It's kind of cool. I think it's an old rivet. Might be an old button. It's one of the better relics we've pulled out of here. Most of the stuff I've been digging square nails. It is an older site for sure. I'm starting to believe it to be a home site. I just kind of wanted to show one of the square nails, like what we're digging out here. We got a bunch of these, but this is pretty much what we're finding. I haven't found any newer nails here. At the same point, I haven't found any glass or anything either. Well, I just kind of looked uphill and I saw something else. Not really quite sure what this one is. Just like a little tiny structure up here in the hill. Yeah. Looks like there might be something else over there. I'm gonna go ahead and check that out. I don't know what this is. Something was dug out or something. Oh heck. I see something I like. I haven't seen any of this yet. Got a piece of pottery. And whatever this thing is. Wherever he went. I don't think that's a mosquito. I don't know what that is. But I'm going to actually run my detector right in here. I don't know what was dug out. But that piece there was enough to tell me there's activity in here. Right down there is the foundation. Okay, everyone, this is one of the things you kind of have to be careful of in the woods. You can see all the sawdust at the bottom of this tree from like woodpeckers or some kind of animal going away at it. But if you check out this tree, it gets wider as it goes toward the top. And it goes a good ways up. It doesn't take much for that tree to come down. If you're underneath of that, you're not going to be coming out. So, just one of those things. Now, Silver Santa knows the woods a lot better than I do. We started getting close to this foundation, and he's like, we're getting close to water. He's like, I asked him, how do you know? And he's like, well, it's getting cooler for one, and he's like, you can smell the water. Well, one of the things we did find right there by the house, it's an old foundation, no house. There is an old spring house foundation. That's where all that water and iron pyrite and all that is. Now up here, that circle looking thing that's in the ground, I think that might have been an old silo. This might have been an old farm at one time. The barn would have probably been right in here. I got a horseshoe in this area. Over there I'm getting a lot of, I'm just getting a lot of stuff here now. I've gotten a few pieces of pottery now. I'll have to show those in the wrap up, the horseshoe. We did metal detect a little up in a field not too far from here, so I'll have to separate the relics, what we got there versus what we got here. I think this was the better of the two areas. So, I'll see you at the wrap up. Well, I saw some of these thick trees. I started walking toward them. My dad noticed this. We got another foundation right here. So, I'm guessing there was just a lot of activity in here at one time. It's beautiful. It's definitely older. This is all we see in all directions. Right there's that one thick tree. It's nice. I don't hear cars, don't really hear people. A lot of mosquitoes, so I'm starting to notice that. Even though it's cool out, I'm sweating a good bit now. I'm on the main trail right now, so everything was downhill in order to get to this place. Everything's uphill to get back. Yes, it's the only downside. Do you see it? Do you see him now? A little frog. That's always cool. Well, everyone, Silver Santa and I just got done metal detecting. We ended up metal detecting a field, and we ended up metal detecting an old foundation, well, multiple old foundations down in the woods. From what we heard, we do believe they might date back to the 16s. There's another house nearby that was supposedly built in the 1850s. I mean, as far as all the records go and everything, it was built in the 1850s. For whatever reason, there's a lot of people that believe it was built in the 16s. That property there is not, or those foundations there aren't too far from it. I believe those might be the old 1600s foundations, but all of this here was found in a field nearby. We pulled all that out of the field metal detecting. We found this in a random part of the woods. Pretty big nut here. These all came out of a field. We got some horse tack, an old buckle, a more modern fired bullet. I'm not really quite sure what this is. If you happen to know what this is, go ahead and leave a comment down in the comment section. I'd love to hear what this is. I don't know anything about it. We got two shotgun shells, or not shotgun shell, but bullet shell casings. Okay, now down in that old foundation, well, in the old foundations, we got a few pieces of iron. I got this huge horseshoe here. Pretty happy with that. I love digging horseshoes. Got this washer. This random piece of metal. This thing was ringing up pretty good on my metal detector. I got a wedge. Not really sure what that was. It's kind of neat. Square nail. We got a bunch of these in the bag. I just don't feel like pulling them all out. We got bottle caps and all kinds of other trash. But they are square nails. Got this pretty blue piece of ceramic. We got this one here, which actually has some words on it. I guess you could always look that up. I'm probably going to look this up myself to see how old it is. And Dad dug a bullet, I dug a bullet, and he dug this piece here. Looks like an old rivet. It's an old one. You can see where they would have actually cut it off right here. Where you see it's flat. Now with a lot of your older pieces, it would have been like a big sheet, and it had these little rivets or buttons that came off to the side, and it would have cut it. It's kind of cool in that. Happy to find that. But we didn't get any old coins. We didn't find any jewelry. Actually, when it comes to it whatsoever, no coins. We didn't even get any modern coins. We got the relics, so very happy to find the relics.